Hello and welcome, and in this episode we're going to be continuing with the town and doing some minor detailing as well, such as this park right here. I felt that there wouldn't really be buildings here and it was more suited to a sort of smallish park. Like it would be a shortcut as well for people coming off the harbour, they could just cut through the park. Be a nice welcome onto the island. I used fences around the place. So like fence it in. I used a really nice, it's like a brick wall bottom and a wrought iron fence at the top. It's probably one of my favourite fences. And there we go, using two different types of trees. I was going to use more, but there aren't really many that I have that are high enough, like, it's not poly, but high enough detail. They all look like the vanilla trees, they look a bit rubbish, a bit crap really. So those make it look like a real town, like a real proper town. This will be the second park area there, all the trees were. I didn't do any detailing to that, just sort of left it how it was. Now this is where I was thinking about adding a school, like it would be the main school of the town. I added them to the side of it, and then I thought, why don't I just add it clipping inside? Because that building on the bottom is actually a hospital, but it does look a bit like an old school. So I sort of just clipped it in with those other, which I think are elementary schools. I clipped those together just to make it look more entirely as a school. And this is a high school, but on the front it says library. So it's either going to be, in my mind, it's a school for the games side, but in my mind it's maybe the public library. Or, I don't know, shopping centre, but there is one right next to it, so it's probably, I'm going to go with the public library. It could be a college, but there probably wouldn't really be a college here, but let's go with the library. So I build the car park on the back. There are some custom aspects of the car park to make it fit around the corners, but it's nothing really very special, so I cut most of that out. And this is the graveyard. So I'm using these like headstone things, which they spawn hearses, so you have to give them road access so the hearses can leave and enter. I do that by adding this path on the back here, so that they can, in fact, then drive all the way to all of them. And I add it along the front. The only problem with them is they fill up, which means you have to empty them, which is annoying. Like, I don't know about you, but I've never really heard of a graveyard filling up. But I suppose they do, but I guess I just don't go in the same circles as the graveyard society. I just add a small tiny fence around it, nothing special. And then I add decals on the ground to sort of give it a more weathered look, because there'll be a lot of people walking through here obviously. And just gave a couple of paths with the surface painter mod. I use the ruined texture, I think. And at the front I add a few bushes to make it look just like people, small garden area. Churches sometimes have that. And then in front of it, I think I carry on with the plaza sort of thing. I'm still not 100% sure really what else to put in here. Because on one side I had a couple benches and a fountain, and then I don't know about the other side. I guess that'll be later in the video. This was a problem I found with some of it. Some of the things were too far away from roads, so top tip, pull the road out, draw a line of a road, and then drag that road in, and then put the road back, and it instantly has a connection. Because you can't draw a road through those plot buildings because they just it demolishes them. So that's the best way I've come up with to get them road access. This is also another custom car park. Again, nothing really special. I didn't really know what to put here. Didn't really think there'd be anything other than car parks, maybe some boat racks, but not really custom boat assets to plop down. So I just put those other ones I got, and then I'll either wait for new ones to come out or not bother. Here's back to that. I don't know why I edited this really weirdly, but I did. I'm gonna leave it this way. See, I plopped down a fountain, and I'm gonna stick some benches, either side. I also use the special benches that people actually sit on, so that's good. Because otherwise it's a bit empty. Really, not enough people. This is adding on to the town. This is adding on to the east side of the town, I think. I'm planning on the next town video that it will be complete, the main town, so I will have finished it, but that will probably be a couple videos down the line, because the next video I think is going to be a quarry. So if you like quarries, stay tuned for that. I'm doing all the leveling thing, controlling their levels so they don't spawn skyscrapers. You may have seen there was a skyscraper that flashed by. I did delete that eventually, I think. It could show up in a bit. I can't believe how I didn't notice it while I was building, because I noticed it just now while I was editing that it was there the whole time, and I didn't notice it till the next day when I played the game again. So yeah, not very observant, but I guess. Just clipping all those buildings together, allowing them to fit nicely together. And then I was thinking about adding a bigger building on the back, but it doesn't, like, as you can see, it looks rubbish. It just looks crap. So I end up not doing that. It's just too crap. Just finishing, like adding a couple roads here and there where I think they would have been. Finishing touches, there's a moderner building there, like built between the two old ones. I imagine that maybe the older one burnt down, so they plopped that one there. Well, that's comes to the end of the video now. So next video, probably be a quarry, if you're interested in that. Stay tuned for then. See ya.